Hey guys, it's Kayla from Killing It With Coupons, and I have got my Walgreens haul for you guys this week. So this week I did not have a personalized weekly spend booster. I did see some people are getting like, I think it was spend 30 and you get like 10 or $5 back or something like that. I didn't have any personalized weekly spend boosters. I did have like the monthly spend booster, which was when you made 2 purchases of $20 or more in the month, you earn $10 back. And I did end up earning that back this week in this week's transaction because I did last week and this week. I did a transaction last week, if you guys saw that, that was over $20, and this week, which was also over $20, so I was able to earn that back. But there is also a spend booster that's available that should be available for everybody, and it's specifically on select grocery, home, and Valentine's Day products. I think all of the like home care, you know, like household items that I picked up that are in the back, like the Tide, the Scott, and all that stuff, those ones all counted towards that. So I did also earn that back this week, but that coupon should be available for everybody. You just need to like clip and load it. But depending on what spend boosters you have available, it's going to depend on how you want to do these deals for this week, along with what coupons you have available as well, the manufacturer coupons, and I guess also what your store has in stock. I used one of the Tide coupons last week, which would have made this a little bit different for me. I probably would have done 2 of like the Tide detergents, the pods, and the liquid, which I just had the liquid coupon available for this week because I used the pods last week, and maybe even to the Mr. Clean like multi-purpose cleaner. They don't have that available at this store that I go to normally, and there was also a prescription we had to pick up here as well, so that's why we were going to go to this store. But then even at the other store that I checked at, the next closest place, they had none in stock. So it like I said, kind of determined what I was able to actually do in the deals I was able to do. Plus there is also a coupon this week that's available, which is when you buy 2 like Swiffer products, you'll get $10 off. There's a manufacturer coupon for that, and the Swiffer dusters are $7.99, so you could work that out with the scenario with the home products. But they only had one of those left in stock at my store, so again, it did determine whether or not I was able to do that deal as well. So because of that, like I said, the stock in my store, also the manufacturer coupons that I had available, was the way I ended up working this out, which still worked out to be a pretty good deal. Not having a spend booster, not having a lot of the items that I actually wanted to do in stock at my store, and not having some of those manufacturer coupons that I used last week as well, because you could also do a deal with the Febreze spray, that's $3.49. We have a $2 manufacturer coupon on that as well. But like I said, I used that last week in my scenario that I did for last week, which again too, if you guys want to, you can check that video out as well, because like I said, between that week and this week was when I ended up earning that $10 in Walgreens cash for making the 2 purchases over $20. So for these items, so here on the table, it would have been $66.76. I paid out of pocket $16.44 and saved $50.28. I used $20 in Walgreens cash. I was just barely at my threshold to be able to still use Walgreens cash and also earn my Walgreens cash back by making the $30 purchase and earning the $7 back for, which again, I explained that to you guys last week's video a little bit about how to like use Walgreens cash as well as earn Walgreens cash back. You need to make sure that your subtotal will not dip below the threshold that you need to meet in order to earn the Walgreens cash back if you still want to earn Walgreens cash. So again, for me, I was able to still use $20 in Walgreens cash, and I earned back $24.30, making my net cost for these items just $12.14. Now again, because I did kind of compare a little bit between last week and this week, that $10 that I earned back was like really getting $5 off each transaction. It was more like I earned back $19.30, making my net cost $17.14, because again too, half of the $10 that I earned back was $5 for last week and $5 for this week, sort of was how I looked at it. But I counted it in this transaction because I ended up earning it back in this transaction, which if you guys did see my haul from last week, including this week, because earning that Walgreens cash for me was specific because earning that Walgreens cash back was dependent on the 2 transactions. So the way I looked at it was the total for all of the items, the total for all of the Walgreens cash that I then earned back as well, and what my net cost was. So between last week and this week, it would have been $226.76. Out of pocket, I paid $29.66, saving $197.13. Used $70 in Walgreens cash again between both transactions, and earned back $70.78 in Walgreens cash. And also in Fetch as well, this week I earned back $1 in Fetch. So my net cost was a little bit less than what I actually paid out of pocket, which was $28.88 for everything. So like I said, I think that that is really good for what I ended up doing and earning back and all of that for Walgreens, again, over the last 2 transactions that I ended up doing. We'll go into the deals that I ended up doing for this week, and the deals that are not counting with that spend 30 and you earn the $7 in Walgreens cash back are on the Walgreens brand razors. These are on sale for buy one get one 50% off, but the regular price $1.99. So without the sale, these would have totaled $3.98, but with the sale you'll pay $2.98 and earn $2 in Walgreens cash back when you buy 2 of the Walgreens brand razors this week, making these 98 cents for 2 or 49 cents each, which again, for store brand, that is a really good price. And you save $3 on these. Another deal that's going on this week, which is a good deal, and it was also again a way that I was able to buy more items to get to be able to use Walgreens cash this week, which was on the Tresemme. And in and of itself, this is a pretty good deal. They're on sale for $6. They're regularly $7.49, so 2 of them would have been $14.98. Used a $4 off of 2 digital coupon, paid $8 out of pocket, and earned back $4 in Walgreens cash for buying 2, making these $4 for 2 or $2 each, and saving $10.98. And personally, I like to pay around $2 or so for personal care products, shampoos, conditioners, that type of thing. Razors, like deodorant, those type personal care products. So again, that was right around where I like to pay for those items, and I thought that that was again a pretty good deal. Along with, I was also earning back Walgreens cash for meeting my bonuses as well. So the other deal that I ended up doing, which again will look a little bit different for you depending on what spend boosters you have available as well and things like that. Now technically you could do this deal the same way that I did and actually not do it with the Palmolive, or you could actually still do it the same way I did and use $5 in Walgreens cash to lower your out of pocket and still earn the $7 in Walgreens cash back. And the way I ended up doing this was I picked up 2 of the Scott toilet papers, which are regular prices. You guys can see they're $5. They're on sale, buy one get one 50% off. 2 of them would have regularly been $10, but we also have a $2 off 2 digital coupon. So with the sale and the coupon, you'll pay $5.50 for 2 or $2.75 each. And again, these are counting towards that spend 30 and you earn $7 back. Then you can also pick up one of the Tide, either the liquid, or you could also pick up the pods. Again, I used that coupon last week, so I picked up the Tide liquid this week, which was $12.99. It's regularly $15.99, but we do have a $3 off coupon, and that is separate if you do the pods or the liquid. So again, make sure whichever one you're picking up, you're clipping that coupon for, and you'll be left to pay $9.99 for that. And again, this is counting towards that spend 30 and get $7 back. And this Persil, which is the 25 load, it is $5.99 on sale, regularly $9.29, but we do have a $2 off digital coupon, so that will be just $3.99, again also counting towards that spend booster. These Snuggle scent boosters, these are on sale for $5.99 as well. They're regularly $8.99, but we do have a $2 off coupon on this as well, similarly to the Persil. So you'll pay $3.99, but check your Fetch account because you might also have, when you spend $5 in Snuggle products, you will earn back $1 from Fetch, which I did end up earning back. So for me, this was $2.99 net cost. We still haven't figured in that $7 back when we spend 30. So with the Palmolive, which again, you don't have to do with this deal unless you want to use Walgreens cash, which again, if you pick up these items that are back here, you would be able to use $5 in Walgreens cash to pay for your out of pocket if you pick up the Palmolive. If you don't have to, and you will still earn back the $7 in Walgreens cash, but you won't be able to redeem any Walgreens cash because I threw in these other products as well, I was able to use $20 in Walgreens cash in addition to that. But again, with this Palmolive, it will be dependent on how you want to do this deal. For me, again, I picked up this for $2.99. It's regularly $3.49, and there's a $1 off digital coupon, so you'll be left to pay $1.99 for that. So again, for the items all in the back, those household items, they're $35.46 pre-coupon, manufacturer coupon. So again, because we're above the $30 that we need in order to earn that $7 back, you can use $5 in Walgreens cash if you are picking up all of those items. Like I said, because the Palmolive is $2.99, you could take that out and not buy that, and you would still earn the $7 back. But with this, it gives you the option to use $5 in Walgreens cash. So it will lower your out of pocket, and you will still end up earning that $7 in Walgreens cash. The total after manufacturer coupons will be $25.46. And again, you can still use $5 in Walgreens cash, so it will be $20.46 if you choose to do that and use that $5 in Walgreens cash to cover your out of pocket. And again, when we are calculating to see if we are going to earn our Walgreens cash back, subtotal is going to be 35. After you use the manufacturer coupons, it'll be 25 under that threshold, but that's fine because manufacturer coupons don't count against your total. So like I was saying, in this case, you can still use $5 in Walgreens cash to pay for your out of pocket. So you could pay as low as $20.46 out of pocket for these items, and you will still earn back that $7 in Walgreens cash for spending $30 on the select grocery, home, and Valentine's Day products this week. Plus, if you do also have that $30 spend booster, that is the weekly spend booster personalized for you, this could end up working out to be even cheaper. But you'll earn the $7 back, plus if you're also buying the Snuggle, you will get the $1 back as well. So the net cost for these items will be just $17.46, which is really, really awesome, I think, for all of these. And like I said, for me, because of my other spend booster that I had available as well, plus being able to use the Walgreens cash to pay for my out of pocket, this still ended up working out to be a really good deal for me for all of the household products, especially as well, that I was able to get. Because like when we get Tide and Persil, those are pretty expensive products, and this works out to be a really good deal. So for all of my items, again, looking at the way I ended up doing this deal and working this out in my net cost, which was just $12.14, that's less than what just this Tide is on sale for this week, which is $12.99. So I paid less than just going into the store and picking up one bottle of this Tide with no coupons or anything like that. So like I was saying, I still think that for all of these items, it was a really good deal for me, my personal kind of scenario, what I had available, what my store had available, what, like I said, coupons and spend boosters and things like that that were available to me working this deal out. Again, there's probably a lot of other good ways that you could do this scenario for this week, and depending on what you, again, personally have available as far as your spend boosters, like I said, if you have that weekly spend booster, if you have a, you know, a monthly spend booster as well, and if your store has and carries some of those items that, like I said, would probably make some of these really good deals as well. Like if you did end up buying those Febreze, the dusters, and the Mr. Clean, it makes for some really cheap net cost items as well. But like I said, this was just what it was available for me, and I am happy with stocking up in some more household products as well, especially paper products. I always love when I can get good deals on paper products. So that does it for me this week from Walgreens. If you guys did enjoy this video though, make sure you guys like and follow, and I will see you guys all in the next haul. So bye guys.